I remember when we were making a bid to have Miami as a host city for the 26 World Cup, and I was at the presentation, and I was there, and it was, you know, all the multiple mayors and everyone who was there. And I don't forget, this was at Hard Rock Stadium. And the head of FIFA was there, and a lot of the people who were presenting on our behalf, because I was part of the committee, trying to convince FIFA to pick Miami. And we were comparing it and showing, how Miami has the capacity to have Super Bowls and major events, etc. The FIFA guy, he looked, and I know him very well, but he said it to the whole audience. He goes, guys, a Super Bowl is nothing. So he asked the gentleman making the presentation, how many people watch a Super Bowl? X, tens of millions, 100 million people. He goes, let me give you a number. Take that number, multiply it by 22, and that's the amount of people that look at a little bowl when we roll it and the World Cup draw, much less the World Cup.
Wow.
Right? So he goes, so you guys think these are big events? This event is like 20x of what you guys have ever done. And he was just making a point that this is a truly global stage and a global audience. Fast forward, Miami was picked as a host city. So we're going to be a host city for probably 7 to 9 games of the World Cup in 2026. That's why I think this development Miami Freedom Park is important, because I want it to be a centerpiece of sports and soccer and everything that's great about our community. Have museums, because I think that, you know, I'm at a point, or we are at points in our lives where, you know, we've gotten through the hustling of the 20s and 30s, and we're at a stage now where it's, at least for me, a lot of the focus is how do we leave a legacy? How do we leave an imprint of the things that we do make an impact? As an example, you know, because I remember that was what my late father was able to do in his life, and sometimes I reflect, and he died at a very young age, actually younger than what I am now. But I always thought he was an old man, so it was like weird, like I'm at this age now where I have a 29-year-old son, and it's like, this is weird, but it's time about doing that. So, you know, there's a lot of lessons learned. You know, I tell a lot of people, man, just persevere through it, right? The ups and downs. And if you drive it enough and you listen, you've had 50 obstacles and challenges in what you've done
just today
in your life, you know, and just today, right?
Just today.
But if there's one thing, if there's one trait that I think that separates a people who end up doing that, is to truly persevere. But what is perseverance? Because it's really easy to try to define it. And I have a definition for it, and it's believing in yourself.
It's faith.
You have to believe in yourself. It's faith. It's faith in you. It's faith in the general sense. But you got to have faith. And you have to believe in yourself and your ability in what you do, and don't doubt. Because if you allow doubt to creep into things that you do, then that creates fear, and it creates things that are negative. And that's what you got to shy away from.